Hello guys, and welcome to another edition of the transfer news. Yes, we'll be shooting right into the video, but I would like to shoot it as a news flash instead of each club. Yes, want to try news flash method today, and then after the news flash, we'll not talk about Liverpool at the end of the transfer. You understand? So if you're into the channel, hit the like button, subscribe, turn the notification bell. We'll put a video chapter so that you get each transfer in the video. If you want to go and watch about a particular player going to a particular club, it will be recorded in the video chapters, so you can watch it how you want to watch it, because the video might be a bit long. You understand how the transfer news videos can get. Yes, so we start with Real Madrid. Yes, they have been very busy in the market, and a lot of things have been happening when we talk about their presidential election and the rest of them. As we all know that Florentino Perez did win the election and is now being re-elected as the Madrid president, and also have appointed Jose Mourinho and give him a 3-year contract to take Madrid to the next level. Yeah, so very impressive, and we hope to see good things happen. My only question is why sack Mourinho when he was already in Madrid? They do this thing where they turn around and come back to the same manager they've already let go. They did let Ancelotti go. They did let Mourinho go, but they went around again and brought them back. You understand? So some of these coaches, that why let them go in the first place? Those are the questions. If they are good, they were doing something very nice. Why did you let them go and then turn around to bring them? Understand? So I understand there might be a change in power and every other thing, but that's all we are here to talk about. Let's focus on the next news. Yes, this one is coming from Spain. As you can see, I'm putting on the Spanish jersey right now. Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams will be fit in time for the World Cup to play for Spain. Very good news, obviously, and it's been long Spain won the World Cup, so we'd like to see them do something impressive this year World Cup, because they have a very good squad. So we'd like to see how far they are going to go. Yes, Aston Villa has made Harvey one of their top priority this season. Harvey from Newcastle United. Aston Villa have made him one of their top priority, and the player is valued around £45 million. But club would like to increase the price a player is valued at, so we are expected to see them negotiate on a higher fee than that. But Aston Villa have made him their priority, and I think if this guy goes, Morgan Rodgers, because a lot of clubs are coming for him. So if he leaves, definitely Aston Villa will go for Harvey to boost their attack. You understand? And then Spurs have continued negotiation with Brighton for Van Hecke. Yes, they've had 2 bids rejected. Yes, this is the first one. I don't know I think around 50-something million pounds. Brighton is expecting up to 70 million pounds for the player. So Tottenham are still in talk. So they are going to meet again this week for another 3rd meeting and probably a 3rd bid for the player. So we are expecting this guy to go to Spurs. It's very likely, because Spurs are looking more likely to sign the player, going for him first time, second time, and now going for the 3rd time. So they might get the player on the 3rd one. Yes, Inter Milan mkhitaryan have signed a new contract with reduced salary for the club. So he have signed a new 1-year contract at Inter Milan, reducing his salary just to play for Inter Milan. You understand? So it tells a lot of the player, and the guy is not so young anymore, and signing this contract would keep him at AC Milan, since there's no club coming for him. Admin was maybe a bit younger, had potential clubs coming. He will not reduce his salary. You understand? So sometimes you have to work with what you have. Then Madrid, konate and the Dumfries confirmed their signing. They have confirmed their signing already. These guys have already been signed. You understand? So they have now confirmed it as Florentino Perez. They will have to do the unveiling this week, as Florentino Perez have come into the frame as the president. The signing were confirmed. Mourinho was also confirmed. So they are going to do maybe an unveiling this week or so. Then Spurs said, okay, unveiling should be, I think, when the season starts, right? I think that's how I don't know how they're going to do it, but I think the fans already know they have signed the player. So it's just to, contracts, the official stuff they're going to do in the coming weeks. And then maybe unveiling an empty stadium, obviously, because there's nobody there. Then when the season starts, they will do the real unveiling for the whole fans to see. Yes, Spurs, that is Tottenham, they are set to go again for Savinho after 60 million plus bid rejected by Man City. Man City valued this guy around 90 million pounds. So them bringing 60 plus is a good offer, but it's not up to the level that Man City wants. So the bids have been rejected. But these are big money. I don't know. Tottenham, I don't know where they are getting this money from. And they always buy players. I don't know who is going for Tottenham players. I've not seen any news of anybody going for maybe Madison or maybe Bentancur. Paulina is going back obviously, and he will go to Porto from there, from the loan he came from Bayern Munich obviously. So which team is going for Tottenham players? Because the way they are spending money, the European competition they won 2 seasons ago, and the money not finished. You understand? I know they sold Solanke for big money. Who again did they sell? No, they bought Solanke for big money, not even sold. They bought Solanke for big money. They bought a lot of players, you understand? So what is happening? How come we are seeing them splash money every season? We see sports splash money on players, you understand? So we need to really check what is happening with sports. They have a lot of players, just that injuries have keep limiting their chances. They need to talk of selling players now than buying. I don't know. I believe maybe clubs are interested in some of their players. That is why they are, buying more players. Yes, good news for Yaya Toure and Man City fans, because Yaya Toure is now the head coach of Slovakian Bratislava. Yes, so I think it's Slovia, or what is the name of this country that he's going to be coaching their club. Yes, and very, very impressive. It's his first major job as a manager after finishing the managerial school. And we all appreciate that as Premier League fans. We love the guy. We know what Yaya Toure was all about. So we want to see how he's going to do in the coaching industry. Yes, Real Madrid potential bid for Olise have been rejected by the Bayern Munich president. This guy, the guy just came out and rejected it. Like, he told them that, bro, this guy is not for sale. And if they've not made any official bid, but if they are planning to make a bid, they should forget about making a bid. They should not stress themselves that they are not going to sell the player for any price, that they are not a selling club. That's the words he used. His name is Herbert Heiner. He said they are not a selling club. So Bayern is not a selling club. Other clubs are now selling clubs. Yes, there are dustbin where you go and pick players and put in your own club. You're not the one that is expected to grow. No problem. You come and buy. You come and buy players. We will tell you are not a selling club too. Get ready. Yes, just get ready to stick with this your players, because somebody is bringing up to 150 million pounds to buy your player. A one player. And you're telling us that the player is not for sale. Anyway, let's see how it's going to be. The club is preparing to, keep the player. They are not ready to sell the player for any reason. So I don't think Madrid is going to get this one easy. So then Bayern are looking to sign Marcus Rashford from Manchester United, and they are willing to pay the 34.4 million euros asking price of the player, but are not willing to meet up his salary. And his salary is about 325,000 pounds per week. So Bayern are ready to pay the asking price and not the salary. So that one should be personal terms now. They need to agree personal terms with Marcus Rashford on the salary basis. You understand? So Bayern don't consider him to be a starter. So you can't pay so much money for someone that is not going to start. I think that's just what is going on here. So they will not pay so much money for Marcus Rashford. He's not going to start for them. So why pay? He's not going to be a starter. They have starters in both wing. You understand? Olise is here. Who is this other guy on this level? Sané. Was this? No, not Sané. There's another guy who plays the left wing for Diaz. Bro, I could even forget Diaz. Diaz is here. Olise is here. So if Rashford is coming in, he will not be a regular starter. He will be like someone coming in from the bench, but he's a very, very impressive player. So they are ready to pay the price, but they will have to talk more on personal terms. Yes, Nick Pope is attracting interest from Ipswich and Leeds United after Newcastle are planning for an overhaul in the goalkeepers department. Yes, Nick Pope has attract interest from Leeds United and Ipswich. Ipswich is back in the Premier League, so they are looking to sign Nick Pope, a very, very good, experienced goalkeeper. I don't think Newcastle should let Nick Pope go. They have good keepers. I think one of Newcastle's strengths is they have a good keeper in Nick Pope, and now Ramsey is with them. So I doubt letting him go will be a good idea. Though the keeper is available for around £5 million or so he's not so expensive. But letting him go might not be a great idea. It's a good deal for somebody coming to buy him, but it might not be a good deal for Newcastle losing this type of goalkeeper. Yes, Manchester United is not prioritizing Alex Scott. Yes, they don't see him as a priority. Alex Scott, the Bournemouth defensive midfielder. Manchester United don't see him as a priority. They are focused on other priorities right now. With Ederson almost in the book, the contract is done. Just for him to sign, do medicals and the rest of them. And we feel maybe World Cup might delay it. Yes, but let's see. So what happens here is that Man you have decided that Alex Scott is not a priority for them. Baleba is there. Tonali, Elliot Anderson, and who again said Ederson that they just signed. So they don't. You might not see Man you go for Alex Scott. They are monitoring the player. Maybe not this season. Maybe we might go. You might see interest from next season if he is not already signed by another club. Then Antonio Rudiger is sent to sign a new deal till 2027 at Real Madrid. Yes, which is kind of a good news because I think he's a very, very good defender. So want to keep an eye on if he signs a new deal for Real Madrid. It's going to be interesting. Yes, Manchester United are now favourite to sign Sandro Tonali ahead of Arsenal and Manchester City, and they are ready to pay £80 million as an opening bid for the player. Wow, this is this is impressive. Yes, he's seen as a long-term replacement for Casemiro. So I think it's going to be very, very impressive to see that Manchester United can get this player and tie this player down. I think he would do the job of Casemiro very, very well, and we really love to see that in the Premier League because having Tonali in your team, bro, is crazy. And they've gone ahead of Arsenal, gone ahead of, and Man U is a big club. Don't get me wrong, Man U is a very, very big club. When they start making this type of moves, you know that there is problem. I don't think Tonali would prefer to go to Arsenal than Manchester United. You understand? So Man U is a big club. Let's see if they would tie the player down. Then let's focus more on the Man U news. Man U new signing Ederson have been called up, yes, by Brazilian squad. In case you don't know, this guy was injured. Wesley, what's his name? Wesley Franca was injured during their friendly game against Egypt. So the guy is now called up by Ancelotti to come and replace this Wesley Franca, a defensive midfielder. So what happens is that the move from Atlanta to Manchester United might be delayed a bit, yes, because of this particular. We don't know. It's just a maybe, maybe not. So because of this particular scenario, it might be delayed. But let's see how it's going to go for that one. Yes, Manchester United are seriously considering a move for illiman Ndiaye at Everton, and Everton are now preparing to place massive valuation on top of the player with a price up to £69 million for illiman Ndiaye. I don't know if Man U would still consider going for this player because that price is crazy. It's crazy. £69 million for illiman Ndiaye. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but the prices of players these days are just so shocking. They are so shocking. These players will be priced way above. I don't understand. How much was he even bought for? You understand? To price him at such, it's crazy. Sometimes I just look at the price. Look at Diamond. Diamond is 100 million euros. Diamond, 19 years old, not tested, not trusted. You just splash 100 million. And Liverpool, I don't know. The options in the market are not so much, but I feel there are players that can do the job. I think Refeal Leao is another important player that Liverpool really needs to go for instead of this Diamond guy, or both of them if possible. I know Liverpool should. My advice is get Leao down, then work on Diamond, or get Diamond down and get Leao. Don't let Leao go to any other Premier League team because you will not like it. We need wingers. We need two at least. Leao and Diamond is the one I will be advising Liverpool to go for. Then Manchester United are still interested in Carlos Baleba. Yes, and Brighton have put his valuation at 90 to 100 million euros, but Manchester United is seeing it as a big obstacle and they are not willing to pay that amount for the player. They believe the player should be valued around 50 to 70 million euros top instead of the 100 to 90 million euros. So I think that is within the valuation that Man U is ready to work with 70 million. So let's see Brighton, because Brighton have not been using this guy like so frequently. You understand? So if they can, step down a bit, Man U might go for him. He's a cheaper option than Tonali. You understand? Because Tonali, Newcastle is not going to sell Tonali cheap. They're not going to sell him cheap. So if you're ready to pay big money for Sandro Tonali, yes, then Chelsea might not be going for Bowen again, yes, because they believe his wages is an a major obstacle. Though he's in relegation and he's expected to receive the same amount of payments that he was receiving uh, at Newcastle when he comes to Chelsea. So Chelsea has seen you have to drop your payment because you are coming from relegation. So they think the deal might not work. Yes, AC Milan Refeal Leao say he's ready for new challenges and he's prioritizing the Premier League as where to come and get his new challenge. You understand? So I don't know how that is going to play out because we have like 4 clubs interested in this guy: Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and I don't there's one other English Premier League club interested in Refeal Leao. So Liverpool should just rush and get this guy. That's my own take. Yes, Christian Eriksen is awake. He didn't faint. The fainting was not so fainting. Yes, he even woke up in the I think in the vicinity of before he was taken to the hospital. He was already awake. So the Denmark issued an official statement. In case you didn't know about this, the guy fainted during the game against Ukraine, a friendly match against Ukraine. So he was playing and he fainted. My take is this guy fainted twice. Let him rest. Someone that fainted the first international game. Was it international or in the Premier? Okay, international. He was in international duty and he fainted. He was rushed to the hospital. Now he has fainted again. Please stop fainting for us. I don't know. He should retire. Your health is important, bro. Leave all these things you're doing. You come here and faint. You come here and faint. Before you know what's happening, there's problem. So I think he should think about retiring. Resting himself than continuing this fate and then something bad happens later. They will not say, oh, they did not allow the player to rest. The player continued, and now the player is the players have done this, have done that. Yes, PSG have placed a price tag on Bakola. Yes, 130 million euros. In case you want to buy Bakola, this is the money you're going to pay. Arsenal, Liverpool, they are all interested in this guy. So PSG have given you the amount. Go and pay and get your player. Yes, he's free for all. Yes. So Cristiano Ronaldo is set to become one of the co-owners of Al-Nassir, and it's a very huge achievement for him. He's someone that have a lot of popularity in the social media space, and I think he's going to become one of a big achievement for him because obviously the club has a lot of funds, and he will be part of that if he finally gets to be one of the co-owners. Yes, Baka Hansi Fleet is not in support of Baka, pushing for Hurricane. Yes, I call him Horrific Hurricane. Very, very impressive player, and Hansi Flick is not pushing for them to sign the guy. I think he's about 29 years or so, close to his 30s or in his 30s. I don't really know, but I know he's not a young striker. So, and Hansi Flick work well with young players. If you check the team, Baka team, average youngest team in the Champions League, you understand? So, I don't think he would like going for this type of players. Yes. And another news from Barcelona, Jose Conde is available for sale at Barcelona at 80 million euros. So they have set a price for this player after him signing a new deal. You understand? So I don't know if this was the plan to sell the player for big money, make him sign a new deal, then sell him for big money to get money to fund their other transfer interests. So I don't know why they want to sell this player. The player has been a very, very good player. He's a very, very good player. And I don't know why Baka would want to sell this type of player. But let's say I was going to go. I doubt anybody will come to pay that 80 million euros for Jose Koundé, a Baka reject. You understand? So he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but 80 is too much. Maybe around the 50 million euro mark, people can come to sign this player. If not, they are going to keep him. That new deal he signed, he will continue playing for you people. Yes, because you are not serious. Then Como are considering a move for Cavaja as a free agent. He has left Real Madrid after so many years of service. I think he's one of the oldest players there with a lot of trophies. So him leaving is something of note, and we'll see how Como is going to approach this. He's a free agent, obviously. So just meet the player, get the talks ready, get the salary in, and get him. He will be someone that come to bring some levels to your team. You understand? So that's why I think it's going to be a good. It's going to probably work out for them. Yes. And Man City are preparing a new bid for Elliot Anderson. Remember, they had the first bid rejected by Nottingham Forest, so they're preparing a new bid. Yes, I literally waited for 2 or 3 days to see if the transfer news and transfer feed is going to change. You understand? I'm expecting a lot of here we goes in this video, but they're not forthcoming. But you just have to let us know what's happening. Bids are coming in place. I think from the next time you get a transfer news, you'll be hearing at least 3 major here we goes. You understand? Let's see how it's going to go. Then Juventus have already agreed personal terms with Alexander Sørloth from Atletico Madrid, and they're looking to get this player down. Remember, Vlahovic is out, so I think Sørloth coming in, younger player, coming in to replace Vlahovic. Vlahovic is not signing a new contract, so he's going to be a free agent. I think anybody that's looking for a striker can get that guy down and keep for future use. Yeah, that's a very, very impressive player, but he's old age and he's coming in. And then Solo will be a good addition to Juventus. I think he will fit their style of play. He doesn't get a lot of playing times in Atletico, so I think it's one of the opportunities for them to tie this guy down. Then Leicester are looking to tie Russell Martin down as their new coach because they have entered advanced stock. So he's likely to be the new manager of Leicester United. Then also another impressive news because Bayern Munich were interested in Rio Ngamoa. Yes, this is the Liverpool part of Liverpool news. They were interested in this guy, so Liverpool came out to make a statement that there's no way in hell they're going to sell Rio, and it's a good statement from Liverpool because these Bayern Munich have taken a lot from us. They've taken a lot of good players from Liverpool. Talk about the Mane, talk about the Luis Diaz. We're not sending any player to them. They should go and look for what they are doing with their lives. So I'm telling you, they should just rest for this player. So they are turning their attention to Martinelli from Arsenal. They are no longer focusing on Rio Ngamoa, so they are focusing on Martinelli from Arsenal. Yes, PSG have made it clear that the midfield duo of Joao Neves and Vitinha is not for sale. It is not for sale. They should stay away, especially Real Madrid. Yes, they kind of admin potential bid for them because Real Madrid are thinking of going for these two players from PSG. So PSG are already telling them, bro, these players are not for sale. These two are not for sale. You can buy Bakula, but these two are not for sale. So I don't think anybody will be able to get those players off from PSG amid interest from Madrid. Yes, I think that's that for that. We're going to focus now fully on the Liverpool news. The first one is the interest from Madrid about from Bayern about Rio Ngamoa, and you can see that Liverpool have done the right thing, shrugging them off. So there's no way Rio is going to leave the club, not in this world, and they are planning to increase. I think he had about 3 years left in his contract, or so 3 or 4 years left. So Liverpool are planning to increase it. Yeah, so we know that the left wing is secured. If we get Refeal Leao and put on the left wing, and get Diamond on the right wing, we also need we need like 2 right wingers. Understand? Diamond and another person on the right. Then Ngamoa is already on the left. Gakpo can play on the left. I think we are good to go. You understand? Unless maybe Gakpo is leaving, then we'll now look for someone else to mount the left wing for us. And there are a lot of good left wingers, but very few good right wingers. That's why Liverpool is focused on Diamond. Had it been Liverpool had other right wingers that are good, they wouldn't have been so keen on signing Diamond. You understand? And they have intensified their efforts to get this guy down. So I think very soon we might hear good news from Diamond's camp that Liverpool have done what they need to do. And another news from Liverpool, you have identified Alex Scott as one of the players he would want at Liverpool. So I think Liverpool will be working hard to get this player down because Liverpool need a defensive midfielder. I don't know if Alex Scott will fit the bill. You understand? Not even the bill fits the work we want him to do for us in that space. I doubt Alex Scott is going to be the capable midfielder. We need someone like Kamavinga, Tramene. You understand? Someone that is very, very intense and good in what they are doing, like Tonali. That's the type of defensive midfielder Liverpool need. I don't know a word where Alex Scott will be the name on our books, you understand? But I don't know. Let's see how he's going to go for that one. Then Liverpool, Darwin Nunez wants to come back to Liverpool. He's a free agent now after being, I think, released by his, is it Al-Nassir? He's a free agent right now, and I think it's a good news for Liverpool. They can get this guy free. Just look for some kind of payment and give him. Obviously, it's not going to be paid the amount he was paid when he was at Liverpool. You can have the money and give it to him. He will accept. He will come and play for Liverpool. He was very, very good during preseason. The season where he led, that was last season. The preseason, he was very, very good. So he can come and give us that rawness in attack. Even if he might not be so clinical, the rawness alone was something to write home about. So I think it will be very, very impressive to see if the deal happens. Yes, the Liverpool Chiesa is set to have a discussion with Andoni Iraola on his future. So he wants to know if I'm going or I'm staying, if you're going to give me playing time or you want to release me to go if you don't need me. Because the former manager did not utilize me very well. So I want to know if you're going to utilize me. So I think Iraola coming in is like a new opportunities for all Liverpool players. Those that were not being used by Slot might actually get used by Iraola. So let's see how it's going to pan out. And Chiesa plays on the left wing. We don't have a lot of left wingers. If Iraola can put Chiesa on top of his game, where he can now mount that left wing, bro, we'll have serious attacking threats. Very, very serious attacking threat. Imagine Chiesa on the left wing. Darwin Nunez comes back, he can play the left wing too, you understand? And he can play the centre forward. Then on the right, Diamond is ready. Look for someone else that can mount that right very well. Maybe supposed like picture him, train him to be someone that can, mount that right. We know we want him in the midfield, but right now we need right wingers. We need right wingers. I don't know if Refeal Leao plays on the right. What I see him play mostly is on the left. If you can play on the right, bro, to be very, very impressive. All right, I think that's that for Liverpool news, and that's that for the whole transfer news. Thank you very much for watching. I just wanted to bring this news to your notice, and do have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell to get more of our content. We upload almost every single day, whether it's short video or long videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Do have a great day. Bye. Oh